Hi guys, welcome to rjpasini.com. My name is Rich Pasini, and I just want to say before I start off, thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you get a takeaway and you enjoy what I put out. Today I want to talk about personal assistants. You know, a personal assistant, I know it can go two ways. I'm talking about the AI type, artificial intelligence personal assistant. For those who follow me, you know I'm very frugal. I'm always looking to save money in any which way I can. And whenever I get an opportunity to share information with you guys, I like to help out, you know. And as part of a daily vlog, this is what I want to talk about. So I hope you guys could stick around. I also want to talk about double checking your items before you send them out. I had a listing, or actually I put up a listing for a Nikon Coolpix 800 camera, and I was going to sell it as a complete package. Not a complete package, but you know, with because it would need the micro card there. But I'm glad. I always check out everything before I send it out anyway, because for the simple reason is, if you don't and assume, you know what they say about assuming, you could be putting yourself into it. You know, you give yourself a headache when it gets to the buyer. So I'm going to bump out here and show you what I'm talking about here. And this is what I want to talk to you about, folks. Now, you know, I do check everything. I test everything out before it goes up. It goes up and down here, folks. I'm sorry. This camera here was tested. It worked. It was in storage for quite some time. I've been trying to unload it for a while. I had lookers, you know, watches, but no buyers. And last night, you know, it was getting a little late at night, and I heard the cha-ching going off. I wasn't sure what it was, because now I think I'm up to 110 listings. And I said, oh, wow, finally, it's selling. I only put it up for, you know, I'm only selling for $9.99. And I know it was in storage, and I went to get it this morning, and I am so glad I did, because when I took it out of storage, and it was cold, of course, you know, things happen, things can malfunction, whatever, you know, the dampness, humidity, heat, whatever, it's been in there. I had to see it since the summertime, but, you know, it was, like I said again, it was in storage. So anyway, putting away, I know it worked when I first got it, and later on, you know, I went to go take it out after I, you know, got the order placed, and you know, I was getting all ready to ship it out and stuff. I said, let me double check and make sure this thing works. So I put the 4 AA batteries in. I checked them. I have a battery test to make sure they were all fully charged. I know that because, you know, I'd always like to do it, because sometimes you keep batteries laying around. You don't know. I bought a battery tester, and yeah, it's a good investment, because, like I said, you don't want to second guess things. Do I used to test batteries? I used to put the batteries in a flashlight, and if the flashlight was dull, I knew the battery was weak. If it was bright, I knew it was good. So I said later with this here, I mean, I don't mind being frugal, but that's too frugal. You know, you gotta you know, break the piggy bank open once in a while and buy stuff. So anyway, I tested it out. It didn't work. I decided to discard it. I threw it in the garbage. Now people say, why would you throw it in the garbage? Because I think it was beyond repair. I don't know, something got really damaged in there. And not only that, there was on the back here, I don't know if I could show you that. Let's see on this picture here. Let's see. See, you can see it was on. It was working, but for some reason it just died. It doesn't work. You could see it was working here. You could see the light was, you know, the thing came on, right? But unfortunately, there was the back part of it. I don't think I took a picture of it flipped upside down. Let's see here. It's a shame. It really is, because it worked, but couldn't get it to. Anyway, the bottom part broke over here. I was trying to open it up, and a piece cracked off it on the bottom of the camera. You can't see it's on the flip side of it. And with that, I said, you know what? That's it. It's garbage. I threw it in the garbage. I messaged the buyer. I told the buyer I was very sorry that I couldn't send this item out to you. It was damaged. Well, I didn't damage it. It was something must have malfunctioned in there, and when it was in the storage area, it wasn't dropped. It was placed on a shelf, all wrapped up in plastic. So, needless to say, that's the story of that there. So I lost out. Not much. It was only a $10 deal, but they were paying for shipping on it. So would it have been nice to have? Yeah, absolutely. So what I did was I took the strap off. I took the cap. And what I'm selling here now, I put the book and these things up here minus the camera. And I said, I removed the strap from here. So I'm selling this, what you see here, minus the camera. So I relisted it, took pictures this morning, and it's up on eBay. And I got everything again for $9.99. I think it's fair. It's a fair price. I've seen people selling just the manuals for $9.99. So I'm selling all of this for $9.99. They're getting the disc and a lens cap and the strap. And I'm not sure what this thing is here for. And they're getting the 2 cables, brand new cables. Right? So anyway, that's the story with that part. What I want to talk about, well, I know, let me just say one thing though. It's a good thing I checked it up because you know why? This was going to cost, just to recap, this was going to cost $7. Now, if I assumed, and you know with eBay's free returns, if I would assume that this was still working and it got to the buyer and they get it and says, item not working or whatever, it's defective, they send it back, who do you think is going to be out of $7 and change? Moi, me. So I'm glad I checked it out. And going forward, I'm going to be very careful with certain cameras I buy. This was kind of old. I don't know when it came out, but think about that, folks. If you're doing electronics, check out the electronics. Make sure they're tested, they work good. I'm not saying I know that's a no-brainer, but you never know. Look, I thought this worked. I thought it worked. It did work, and I thought I could just pack it up. I had the packing paper already. I got the box already. We could ship it out, and I said something told me check this out before you send it out. And I'm so glad I did. But the same thing goes forward, with anything. Electronics, basically. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a video later on about a Sony CD player, the cassette player. The radio plays fine, the cassette don't. But I'm going to do like a little demo on there, so you might see another video pop up. Okay, now we can get out of this topic here. All right, I want to talk about personal assistants. Now, I have a couple windows open up here. This here is a fictitious person, of course, Katana. Now, I know they show you all these women dressed up like this here. This is a fictitious person. This is what comes with Microsoft Windows 10. And this is Cortana. This is just a picture I put there, right? This is, like I said, it's an artificial intelligence. And if you read about Windows 10 Cortana, for those who are interested in Microsoft Assistant, you can see here, it says over here, Cortana is a virtual assistant created by Microsoft for Windows 10, Windows 10 Mobile, Windows 10 8.1, invokes smart speaker, Microsoft Band, and Surface headphones, and so on and so forth. It goes over here to say, to get started with Cortana, Windows 10, it'll tell you what it could do, to help you get familiarized with it. You got to select the microphone and so on and so forth. But it says here are some of the things Cortana could do for you. Give you reminders based on the time, places, or people, track packages, teams, interests, and flights, manage your calendar and keep you up to date, create and manage lists. And you could also click here and learn more about it. Now I'm gonna briefly show you about how I use Cortana, and well, I use it for other things, but I'm just going to give you a brief little demo on it. But each time I do it, I'm going to have to mute the mic because you'll get a feedback and it'll sound like an echoing sound. So I'm going to show you how that works in a second. But if you're like me and you don't want to buy Alexa, now you might say, yeah, well, they're cheap enough to buy if you don't want. But what I like about Cortana is it only works when the computer is on. Okay, as far as I know now, if these tech hackers could do it when the thing is off, then more power to you. But my mic, I have a Laptec mic. I hit it on and off. It's powered on and off. You would have to turn the light on and actually the webcam as well. But anyway, you can see they go for different prices here. All right, not a big investment. Again, like the Echo, you can get that for $24 and change. The thing is, I don't know if I like the idea of having this thing constantly on, listening. Okay, now, I mean, me personally, if I had something like this, I would be pulling the plug on it because I heard that these things do listen in on you. Okay, now you might say, well, what about Cortana? Cortana only goes on when my computer's on. Okay, now if these tech guys know how to turn the computer on, turn the power on, because that's the only way it's going to work, then I got to get kudos to them. All right, really. Okay, I mean, I have to honestly say, you know, these guys are they're geniuses if they could do that, because at night I turn my computer off and I turn my mic off, of course, and there's no way anybody's going to listen on that way, not on mine anyway. Okay, that's the way I look at it. And if they could do it, with the power off, I want to know how that's done. Okay, because I have to power on my mic, manually. All right, it's not like it's something that's a fixed mic and it stays on 24/7. So anyway, you know they have Alexa. Then the other one is Google Assistant. They have. It says same thing over here. The Google Assistant is artificial intelligence powered by virtual assistant developed by Google that is primarily available on mobile and smart home devices. Unlike the company's previous virtual assistant, Google now is an assistant you can engage with. Okay. Again, I think they have their own little device here. I'm not sure. I think this is it. I'm not sure what that is, but I think they have their own as well. And the other thing is for iPhone, which I have, is Siri. Siri's another one. Now you could enable it and disable it on your phone if you don't want it to be on. I heard a story where if somebody leaves these on, Siri's on their iPhone, now my iPhone goes off. It's powered off all the time. The only time I power it on is when I go out of the house. If you leave it on, I heard the same thing, that it could listen on your calls. I don't know about you, but I like my privacy, and I don't really like the idea of an AI or whatever, or people listening on the other end or whatever on my phone. Okay, if I'm having personal conversations with friends or relatives like that, I don't need the whole world here on my phone. What I'm talking about. So I heard that these things can hone in on your things. They're listening to your calls or listen to Now I can understand, because if you leave your phone on and you got this enabled, because think about it. If you pick up your iPhone, you say, "Hey Siri, where is this, or where is that location, or where is this particular store?" It's going to acknowledge it, right? So think about it. But that's the other thing. But anyway, I have an iPhone, but I don't have this enabled. Okay, I don't have a Siri enabled. But anyway, getting back to Cortana, let's take these pictures off here. This is, Cortana. It'll talk to you like that there. You can hear that little ring. I'm going to just give you a little brief intro on here, and then we're going to call it a day with this here. But anyway, we're going to leave this on just for curiosity here. I got to leave one window open because for the simple reason is I don't want to go bouncing around on the other thing. So here is it over here. I'm going to mute my mic each time I talk to Cortana, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. I like it. It's free. There's no charge for it. And, why not? So I'm going to power it on now like this here. Okay. It says over here, you could answer questions. It gives you things to do, too. It'll tell you prompts to ask me about a science.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Okay. Let me just go like this for now. Over here, you can set the time for 10 minutes and say something funny. See all tips. I'm going to mute my mic, and every time I do it, I click this on to talk to Cortana, as you can see here at the bottom here. Okay. So when I talk to Cortana, I'm going to have to mute it. So here we go. Cortana, what's my name?
Richard Jade Pasini.
Okay, you heard that. Here's another one here. What's the weather in New York?
Right now, it's partly sunny and 45 in New York. The forecast shows partly sunny skies with a high of 45 and a low of 29. Also, there's a flood warning in effect until 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see this one here. Let's ask it a question. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a productive day. Have you had a good day so far?
Okay, see, you could ask it a whole bunch of questions. You could ask it also to find stuff on the fly. Let's say, for example, I'm going to say, take me to rjpasini.com. And as you can see here, it'll take you right there to my website. And I click it on, and I'm there. Okay. So, like I said again, if you don't have a personal assistant, now when it tells you these things here, for example, all right, now it's talking. This is here. Let's try this again here. I'm going to try what they're saying over here. Okay, here we go.
I pulled up some videos for you.
Oh, all right. Now, if you leave this open, folks, Cortana will listen to you. It'll listen in on you. Okay. You can disable it as well if you feel uncomfortable with it, or you could just X out of it and shut your mic off. Okay, you could do that as well. But they have other things there. You could ask it questions like, or tell me a funny joke. Let's see how this works now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Let's see. It learns as you go along, though, folks. Just to give you a heads up. What's your favorite joke?
Two antennas got married. The ceremony dragged on, but the reception was excellent.
All right, you see it says over here, say, tell me something interesting. So let's try that. Tell me something interesting.
Norman Rockwell was just 15 years old when he sold his first artwork. A neighbor asked him to create 4 Christmas cards.
Okay, so you see what I'm talking about? It just goes on and on and on. It's got other things if you want to set schedules. Let's see what happens here. If I'm going to say, let's see. Let me just click over here first and see what they got here. They got little different things here. You could set up Cortana device. All right, you could also buy something too. But again, this is working off your computer, so you really don't have to really get too involved with it. Like over here, it says over here, send email to Kathy. Then it says, what is the Seahawks game? You know, I'm going to back out of this really quick, folks. Cortana it's a good thing. You know, if you like it, if you want to deal with a personal assistant, like I said, me personally, I do not like to do anything where it costs money. Like I said, I am very frugal, and that's the way that's the way I am. I can't help it. Today, it's out saving a buck, and as much as I like to, you know, if I had a little extra cash to play around with, I don't really see. The thing is, with me, I don't really need to buy stuff if I can get it for free. It's just like with cable. We don't have cable here. We got free TV. You know, we got the converter box, or if you get the digital signal, whatever, you get those digital antennas, and you know, you get a converter box if it's an old television. Today, the new TVs, the smart TVs, don't need a converter box. But why pay for something when you can get it for free? It's just like, for example, with the free radio. No, when I bought my car, they gave you Cyrus for I think 3 months for free. Okay, Cyrus Radio. You get all these different channels. Okay, the Elvis Presley channel, you know, radio station, this comedy, this, that, and everything. Folks, I'll be honest with you. When I drive my car, the only thing I listen to is the news. I'm concerned about the traffic, the weather. You know, that's basically it. Music, very rarely do I listen to music, and if I do, I'll pop a CD in. I like classical music. That's the type of music I like. All right. So for me to spend now, I think with Cyrus Radio to keep that service going concurrently, I think it's like either $18 or $19 a month, something like that. Why do I need it? I got free radio. Why do I need it? Why do I got to pay for it? I got a relative that pays. They got over here on the East Coast. What is that there? I'm thinking of the cable company. Oh, brother, I can't think of the cable company she's with. Optimum TV pays, I think, $245 a month. And you get your phone, you get your internet, you know, you get the internet service, all that stuff there. But when I think about it, basically it's for the TV. When I think about it, I say to myself, you're spending over $2,000 a year, over $2,000 a year, right? For something you could watch for free online, you know, on TV, or for free. You could watch it for free. All you got to do is get a digital TV antenna. You could watch these channels for free. Why would anybody want to spend that kind of money on cable TV when you could watch it for free? You could watch different shows. Here's what you got to think about, folks. What did we do before cable? Right? We watched free TV. You know, you had an antenna on a house. That was an analog. Now they changed to digital. You had an antenna on your house. You watched all your favorite shows. I did. I watched all my favorite shows. I watched, Leave It to Beaver. I watched Father Knows Best. All those movies. You know what I'm talking about. You watch those shows, and you say to yourself, why? Why spend that kind of money? You realize you could do with over $2,000 a year? You could put that, if you had credit card bills, you could put that money towards a credit card debt. You could put it towards your kids' college fund tuition, right? Oh, geez, I could think of a lot of things to do with $2,000. You could just put it in put it towards your IRA. if you, for retirement. There's a lot of things you could do with the with over $2,000 a year, not a month, a year. The same thing with phones, with the cell phones. Now, all right, I understand my daughters have cell phones. They pay for their own service. I think one of my daughters pays, I think, $70 a month. The other one pays, I think, probably in the same ballpark, maybe a little less. But the kids today, I call them kids, they live on those things. I mean, they need the bandwidth. It's not like me. I don't have a service. I have prepaid with T-Mobile. I've been with T-Mobile for 8 years. I love the service. Never had any problems with them. With T-Mobile, I pay $10 every 90 days. And whatever left over, as far as I know, the minutes roll over. Okay. So for me, that works. I don't have any. I'm not locked in on any commitment. Well, there's no really lock-ins. I think today, if you want to cancel certain things, you can. But for me, I'm on prepaid. So my minutes run low. I get a message from T-Mobile. Your minutes are running low, whatever. But I don't really call on it. It's basically for emergency services. Then I just replenish it with another $10. And it gives me, all right, you say, you're only getting 35 minutes, but with that, I get text too. So you get text and talk, you could talk too. And it's 10 cents a minute. I only have it for emergency purposes. I can't tell you the last time I made a phone call on my cell phone. And when I go to thrift stores, whatever, Walmart, Dunkin' Donuts, Panera Bread, it's another place there for those who live in the island know about it. They got free Wi-Fi. And I could text free Wi. I could text my daughters if I'm in a Dunkin', if I'm Dunkin' Donuts or Walmart or even like the Stop and Shop food store. They all have Wi-Fi now, so I don't even need to have something to have minutes. I don't need to have a paid service. So that's what I'm trying to say. Why spend money foolishly if you don't need it? If people say, well, I need it when I go to the thrift stores. You don't not the thrift stores I go to. You don't need it. They got free Wi-Fi in there. So why am I going to spend now? T-Mobile's cheapest plan, from what I understand, I think it's $55 a month. I don't need it. And if people say, yeah, but I'm getting phone calls if I need them. Why do I got to spend $55 a month? I haven't been at the thrift store in weeks. I'm trying to get rid of the stuff I have. But folks, all I'm trying to say is there's so many ways to save money these days, and there's nothing wrong with being frugal. People may look at me or watch this video and say that guy is too cheap for me. I couldn't live with a person like that, because every time you turn around, the guy's worried about nickels and dimes. Let me tell you something. As you get older, you become more frugal. That's why they say with age comes wisdom. You're going to watch those nickels and dimes you spend, because you may need them someday. Be careful, really. And credit cards, where I stand with that. I did a video about credit cards. I don't own any credit cards. I don't want any credit card. If you want to call it a credit card, it's my own. It's called it's a secured MasterCard. And I told you once before, I opened these up to my credit union. I only got one card. My kids already got them too. And they start you up to the cheapest you could start it off with is $250, and it's your own money. Okay, it's the best way to build credit up if you've got bad credit, and it controls your spending, because you say, well, I only got $250 to spend on this card. But the caveat to that is you could also increase it. According to my company, I deal with the credit union. And they said you could put as much as you want in there. It's your money. So if you got an extra $1,000 or $2,000 or $1,500 you want to put on that card, then you could do it. But the only difference is it's your money you're playing with. So I don't have any credit card debt in that respect. All I got is my little $250 secured MasterCard. And the other good thing about it is with having a low credit line like that, God forbid my wallet got stolen or lost, or I dropped the card in a store, they're not going to get away with much. Believe me, they're not going to get away with much there. I mean, $250 today, that's nothing. I mean, so some people it is. To me, it is. But it's better than having a card that has a $3,000 or $4,000 credit line on it. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to go to my digital camera, and I just want to show you what I got, what I'm going to be putting up, taking pictures, and then you might see a video come up later on for the Sony player. And I'm going to try to do the reseller news, because I got a couple little things I want to talk about. I want to try to keep it cryptic. I don't want to really go too crazy with it. So you might see a couple videos coming up today, folks. I apologize. I know I could probably conjure it all into this, but I don't really want to get too much into that there. So I'm going to call this right now. I'm going to end this video. I hope you check it out. Hope you like it. But before I end it, before I do end it, I just want to show you the things I'm going to be putting up, taking more photos and be putting up, and then we'll take it from there. And then the video will be finished. So let me get my digital camera, because I can't do it on here on the webcam. I could, but I don't want to hold stuff in front of my face and stuff. So just going to show you what I got really quick, and then we'll close it out. Okay, be right with you. Here you can see I got my camera set up on my tripod here. I'm going to get ready to take these photos. Hopefully I'm going to get these all up today. I don't see why not, but just going to move over here really quick and just tell you what I got going on again here. You know, I showed you yesterday that I'm going to take a photo of this here. I already took the pictures, I believe, but these have to go up. But this is what's left to get, actually this is what's left to be put up on eBay, because I did take the photos yesterday. I had to test this clock. I got to test this out one more time to make sure that works. This here, like I think I told everybody, I think I told you guys last time in the other video, that I'm going to pair up all the M&M stuff, like that there, the cup, and this guy here. I think I'm going to try to sell everything all as one shot there. You know what this is? That's that mask, the massage makeup face, makeup face. And I got my little friend here, the Hershey, little Hershey stuffed doll here. He's going to go today. Well, I'm not going to, well, I hope it goes today. That'd be nice. That'd really be good. And like I said, this is basically what's going to be listed today. So, you know, that's what I got going on here. I got this SpongeBob I got to put up, and that's basically it. This is what I got going on here. I'm going to share it with you guys too. This morning I took my, you know, for those who familiar with me, they know I like to take pictures of clouds. So I took some morning pictures around 7:15 this morning of the clouds there, and I just want to share with you guys. I'm just going to put it at the end of the video, but you can check it out if you get the chance, you know. Anyway, guys, that's it, and I'm going to close this video out and get back to work. But I'll catch you later on, because like I said, I will be doing my video for the radio there. This is the one I was talking about right here. I want to just do a live demo. I just want to show you it works and stuff like that. So after I do this video, it's going to probably be all over the place. I got to do another one for that. So that'll be going up there as well. So along with the reseller news. So it's going to be all over today. So it's going to kind of like, I'm going to be here, there, and everywhere, so to speak. But we'll see. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. All right, guys. Bye. Well, that concludes my video, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated on new videos when I put them out, don't forget that bell notification icon, and you will be receiving new videos when I put them out. Thanks again, guys. This is Rich Pasini signing off. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.